Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to have a look at this, the Bitsgap Kucoin Scalper bot, which is, it's not that new, but it's new to me. I've kind of neglected Bitsgap and the bots because the market for me had not been, it didn't really favour bots for the most part. Spot trading has been pretty good for a prolonged period of time, and sitting on the sidelines has recently been the preferred method of trading. But if you've ever watched my channel, if you watched it back in 2020, when I started using Bitsgap, I actually had some pretty good success with just using Bitsgap and its grid bots. I turned 1,000 into 50,000 basically within a 4-month period. Now I got videos on that, you can have a look at all of that, just me recapping how I did it, but I did make several videos along the way, kind of making it, I suppose, like a journey that I was doing. Now, don't be under the illusion that you can turn 1,000 to 50,000. I mean, it can happen. I mean, it happened to me. Essentially, in a nutshell, how it worked is that the bots that I was making was generating BNB as the profit. So every day I was basically earning effectively roughly about 2 BNB a day. This is when BNB was relatively low in value, between like $30 and $40, and so I was earning those. And then obviously BNB mooned. It made my the bot profit that I'd been accumulating in BNB turned it into 50,000 within about 4 months. And now obviously this is my bot trading account really. All these exchanges that I have in here are all just ones that I have specifically for bot trading, and so that 1,000 was spread into other accounts, and now it's sort of it's over 100,000 now, 110,000. Again, this fluctuates all the time. There was a point where this was 200,000 but the market denied me that pleasure to continue. So the thing that makes the Kucoin Scalper bot different to the other bots, which we've got the S bot, the classic bot. This is a futures bot specifically for trading futures, basically with Binance only, and then you got this Scalper bot. And unfortunately, for the good thing about Bitsgap is that you can have a demo account. So if you just want to play with this and practice before you actually put real money in, you can. But unfortunately, you can't use the Scalper bot or the futures bot. That's just not available for the demo. So I'm going to have to go in at the deep end and trial this one out, because I've never tried it before, and I just want to see what kind of moves and returns you can get out of it, right? And I'll present to you the outcome, right? We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to have to go in at the deep end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new bot. I'm going to go to the Kucoin Scalper bot, and I've already selected BITRUE to USDT. Now don't ask me why. I'll tell you why. It's not because I'm a BITRUE moonbot. It's just that I've recognised that over the last year or so, BITRUE, if nothing else, is volatile, and volatility is the name of the game here. So you want moves up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what you want. You want it to be going up and down. You want it to be doing it frequently. This is a 1 hourly chart. We can just have a look at some of these candle bodies. We're up 3%. We're coming back down what looks like another 1.5% just in an hour. That will have triggered several grids on the way up and on the way down, and this is how it's going to work. So like I say, I assume I'm telling you things that you already know about grids and how Bitsgap works and things like that. But if you don't know, rather than me just repeating it, there are videos that I will leave in links above for you to have a look at, and it explains what grids are and how they work. This video is specifically about the Scalper bot. So there are a few differences, not many, but a few differences as to why the Scalper bot is only available on Kucoin, and the options that are automatically selected and can't be altered. So you can change these sort of settings on the S bot and the classic bot, and again you can use Kucoin for that too. But the Scalper bot basically allows you to have a trailing up and trailing down feature automatically set with a very small grid step. So this is a fraction of a percent, so 0.1%, meaning that there's going to be loads of buys and loads of sells take place, on probably even on a 5 or a 10-minute basis. Really, it's going to be that it's going to be that frequent. You're going to be making so many trades all the time on this, which is one of the reasons I always suggest set up bot accounts, set up if you can, set up new exchanges just for the bots, and use the links that I've got below, which are going to give you 20% off all your trading fees. Because even though these trading fees are minimal, you know, like fractions of a cent, you know, on most of the time, you know, you might as well, you know, save money on that, because you're going to be making hundreds and maybe even thousands of trades take place when using a bot platform. So it's worth setting it all up where you can. I know that you have to have KYC set up on Binance now, but if you can, get somebody else to set up an account for you. Maybe your granny can have one, I don't know, it's up to you. But yeah, try and keep things separate for that reason. And if you want to use any exchange, you might as well get some money back on it. So all the links you might need are below. So this is the main difference then. So automatically you've got trading up set on and trading down set up, right? So this basically means that if the range is broken of these grid areas, then they'll automatically start to be replaced above. So it'll, in theory, that you could have this scalper bot on forever. Now the thing is with trading down is that, you know, you need to have available capital. So like if I invested the full 2222 that I've got here, the 2222 in this bot right this very moment, and then we broke down below the grid, I don't think that the trading down would work, because you'd need available capital to create grids below you, because effectively what you've done is you've basically bought BITRUE all the way down, and you can't buy any more unless you've got any more money. So you'd want to use less than that. Now again, I'm not looking for anything major to take place in altcoins right now. I think that a little later on in the year, maybe as soon as a month or two, we could be seeing some decent moves up, but I'm looking for volatility, which is why I've gone for BITRUE. So if I just get rid of this now, it's going to tell me how much I need to have as the minimum amount. So I need to put in $249 basically. So I'll round that up, $250. There you go, $250 going into this bot. It's going to have grids of it's going to have 139 grids at a grid space of, you know, 0.1%. If we zoom in, we can see all these grids. These are all the buys and all the sells. You know, sells on the way up, buys on the way down, and there's, you know, like I say, there's 139 of them spaced that much apart. It is that simple. Like I say, it's all set out for you, and I think the reason that Kucoin is the preference for this scalper bot is that Kucoin like to add a lot more decimals than other exchanges, which means that you can put in a lot more grids, because even with Satoshis, right, so there's an extra decimal on the end of Kucoin sats than there would be on something like Binance, which means that you can have Bitcoin pairs. So this is a USDT pair, but I could have a BITRUE to Bitcoin pair, and there's an extra decimal on there, which basically means that you can squeeze in a lot more buys and sells in a smaller space of time, making the most of every little tiny slice of volatility. So this is why Kucoin is the one which has the scalper bot available, because other exchanges don't they have one less decimal, which basically means that you're going to make less with smaller volatility. So that's why. If anyone ever wondered why, that would be the reason why. They have an extra decimal, which basically favors the bot trading environment. So again, this is just a test, right? So whatever this presents me with at the end, which we'll see, I'm not going to upload this video immediately. I'm going to come back in a week and see what it is. And I do expect that I will have lost money on the overall investment, because the market generally doesn't favor altcoins at this current moment in time. It just doesn't. It doesn't favor altcoins. The thing that I'm looking at is to see how much bot profit is being generated through this. So this is just, like I say, it's an experiment, because it's unfortunate that there is no demo available. Otherwise I would have tried the demo first, but you know, it's only $250. We'll see where it goes. Well, it could end up being more if we absolutely plummet, but it's just an experiment, and we're going to focus on the bot profit and not the investment amount, because I don't expect BITRUE to do anything amazing anytime soon. Right, so what we do next is we're all set with the minimum investment. I'm going to go to preview. We'll skip that for now. We don't need that now. It's going to ask me one last time, are you happy with all of these settings? Is this okay for you? And I'm okay with that, so I'm going to confirm this bot. We're going to go to town. It's going to buy some BITRUE with the tether that I've got available. It's going to turn this bot on in a minute. It's placing all the orders. What these are is these orders that are being placed to these grids, and if you were to go onto your Kucoin account, you would actually see tons and tons of buy and sell orders, you know, all linked up, and that's basically all these are. It's just buy orders and sell orders that are being generated by the API key that you've set up. Excuse me. visually referenced in the form of a grid. So yeah, we'll leave this to set up, and we will revisit this in 1 week from now. And the thing that we're focusing on isn't this, which is the change. This is the investment amount. I expect this to go down because I don't think BITRUE is going to do anything. Yeah, it doesn't look to me like it wants to do anything special soon. The only thing I'm going to be concerned on is this bot profit, and this is the only thing anyone should ever really focus on. You need to be making bot profit. Again, when I said I made all that money from that 1,000 to 50,000, that was because of the amount of bot profit that was being made. It was in the form of BNB at the time, not Tether. I was making 2 BNB a day every day for a couple of months, and that was all sat aside outside of the bot, being generated as profit, just living outside of the bot in my Binance account. And then it all went up in value, you know, quite a lot, and continued to go up in value quite a lot. And it's made me, you know, just made my bot exchange, you know, the value that it is today. So this is the thing to focus on, not this. As you can see, we're already down 0.02%. Oh, that's tragic, but this is what I expect. This is the thing I'm going to focus on. This is what we're going to look at when we revisit this video in like a week from now. Right, I will leave it with you there. The bot's up and running. It's already started. It's made its first buy there, and we'll come back in a week. Right, so we're back after 7 days and 18 hours, and these are the results. So we've got 0.5% a day, just over 0.5% a day that we're clocking up on bot profit, which is the important thing. So this is what it's all about, the bot profit, and obviously we're still up as well on our overall investment. So it's worked out fine. We've made money. So the pros of this is obviously that we're still making 0.5%. That's the baseline for any kind of bot. If you're making less than 0.5%, you might want to rethink about what you've done, what you've set up, or yeah, reassess the situation. Any more than 0.5% is really good. So 0.5% is generally what I've come to expect from any bot. But any more than that is a bonus, really. So that's fine. That's okay. So it's made money and it's done it okay. I think my main criticism is that despite making me money over this period and you know, having, you know, positive results, which is obviously good. And again, you know, I was a little skeptical about how this week is going to be on price action anyway. So I wasn't looking to even actually make money. So it's actually, you know, it's exceeded my expectations. But my main criticism is that I really don't feel that it's required to have so many grid steps in crypto in general. So the Scalper bot would work really well in something like Forex, you know, where you have highly volatile small-term time frames in a generally kind of static range, you know, but not for something like crypto, which moves quite volatile up and down anyway. So I mean, this grid step, this general, you know, grid area is what, it's 15% from the bottom to the top. It's a small area for crypto, but it's still quite a large area, and if you think about how volatile it's been, you don't really need to have 0.1% for every grid step. You could easily get by 0.5% or maybe even 1% and probably come out with the same, maybe even more. The reason I say it could be even more is because we've got 11,600 transactions have taken place in the last 7 days, and this bot profit has accounted for the fees. So this is the fees have been taken out. This is what's left. So you could argue that, you know, if I used, let's just say, a 1% grid range, you know, I would have 10 times less transactions take place, and just because of the fees alone, it would have increased my bot profit. So like I say, it's made money. I'm grateful for it. It works, and that's good. It would definitely work really well in a very static sideways chart. So I think, you know, there is a certain amount of ownership on me that I chose BITRUE, which I knew was going to be volatile, but and maybe that was a lack of foresight for me, and perhaps maybe the most sideways boring chart possible that you could ever find would work probably better and suit having this kind of bot. But generally speaking, for the vast majority of crypto, I don't think that the Scalper bot actually serves much purpose, and I think this is going to be a problem for Bitsgap, because, you know, when you come out, you make a platform, it's, you know, it's superior in most ways to other bot platforms, and you pretty much get it right the first time. It's going to be difficult to add to that. Do you know what I mean? Without looking like you're just being lazy. I mean, they nailed it the first time round. The classic bot and the S bot, that's all you really need. You don't really need any more than that. So, I mean, I appreciate that they're looking to add to their collection of bots and things like that, and that's fine. It's up to them if they want to do that. But just based on these results, it doesn't, under almost every circumstance with crypto trading bots, doesn't really serve a great deal of purpose. However, you know, there would be very one specific time that it would work, which is on the most boring sideways of charts ever. And again, if you ever find one of those, then yeah, feel free to do it, and it would make sense for that. But I think for 99% of all crypto charts, you would be much better off, or let's not say much, but you would be better off using the classic bot or the S bot. And I think again, this is theoretical, but I think you'd probably make more back. But look, let's respect it. It's made us money. It's made me money. It's done okay. It's not underperformed. It's just, I just think it's I just don't think it's done itself any favors. You know what I mean? When I come to use bots on Bitsgap, I don't think I'll use the Scalper bot. I think I'll just go with the classic bot, which is, like I say, pretty much, or the S bot, which, like I say, they nailed the first time round. Right, so there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and take it easy.